Good evening, America, and welcome to another segment of Is It Safe Keeping Up with Fox and I?
Probably not.
This evening, I'm going to pick back up where I left off at pretty much when I was explaining to you guys about the extended patriarchal control system, a.k.a. the enslavement of the womb, a.k.a. the birth certificate that binds the child. So I'm going to start and by finishing off where I left off. As y'all know, I'm encouraging y'all to read, so I'm reading to y'all so that when y'all listen to what I'm saying, maybe y'all will take the initiative to want to do your own research to question what I'm saying. Don't just listen to what I'm saying. I might be wrong. Hello. Booyah. So, here goes. Negroes are one of the many names that were branded upon the people that the people utilize while trying to find their true identity or nationality. This is why every 20 years or so the identity of the people keep changing, from Negroes to African Americans to blacks and etc. Any organization or leaders of any organization that lead the people into operating the 14th Amendment citizen are the ones referred to in the scriptures as the blind leading the blind in the events of a forecast of events to come. Okay.
Wow.
Now I realize, and you should too, that these people are not going to want to admit to this violation, because in addition to blind leadership, they are also leading the people into violation of the commandment to honor thy mothers and thy fathers. Hello. You are what your forefathers were. You are. Okay? In searching for your roots, you must find your nationality. What was not branded on you, it is natural. For those who love Yahshua, a.k.a. Jesus, in the Christian tongue, and claim to be of his blood, he was a Moabite Canaanite. His maternal roots come from Ruth, meaning roots. The Moabite, the most revered story in the scriptures. Check it out for yourself. It's so short, isn't it not?
Yes. What, like 2 pages?
Yeah, they don't even tell you that Jesus came from this bloodline. They let you know that he came from King David, but they don't let you know that he had Ruth's blood in him. Hello, booyah. Okay. The suppression of the truth in history included the suppression of the truth in geographic locations. Check your maps out. Watch how they change over the years, okay? It has nothing to do with but research. Like, it's nothing to do with research. It's all y'all gotta do. It's really not hard. If y'all could go research the latest song and your latest artist and how they came about, you could surely check into your own genealogy, your history, your bloodline, you know, your identity, your nationality. You. Okay? Time to be selfish, y'all. This is actually very simple. Anyone who subscribes to being a Negro or a black person, etc., is claiming to be a 14th Amendment institutionalized branded slave. It's your choice. Therefore, at this time, when the Negro Voting Rights Bill has arisen for re-signing in 2007, 5 years ago, y'all, the Negro Voting Rights Bill, pay attention, they will either quiet up or have to have done the same research and admit to their blind leadership. Most will not want to admit to this, as it would clearly expose their ignorance and hypocrisy as leaders of the people. Speaking of these preachers and teachers, okay? Now, fortunately for humanity, it no longer matters, because the truths are being unveiled and the chips will fall where they may. The truth is the light. But some don't want to see or come into the light. So sad. For instance, the Florida voting incident was certainly a light switch that provided in the legitimacy of one's vote. This is why they quickly begin talking about the Electoral College as a defense, as that is the matter in which the president is chosen. Your vote is just what they say it is, an opinion taken at the opinion polls. That's it. Go ahead and rock the vote, though. The opinion of the people was not in sync with the choice already made of the president. They already know who the president is before they choose the president, so your vote is just a popular fucking vote. That's it, people, citizens of America, 14th Amendment slaves.
They just want to see which one of the two you'll like better so they can put them in office.
Okay, at this time, we're going to tie together all of this back to the mother, the natural parent, which is where nationality derives, and your ineligibility and uneligibility rights are secured with your mom. Your vote is then a right and not a privilege. At the point of the birth, upon signing the birth certificate, one's true national identity is smited, and they become corporate people instead of natural people, which allows for the inequities aforementioned. Okay? The Declaration of the Rights of the Child in 1959. This historical document was written internationally but targeted for certain at the Americas, particularly North America, post-physical slavery, right before slavery, okay? In addition, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948 was also written and targeted for the same exact reason, to deal with the inhuman activities bestowed upon the people. America is a continent, north, south, and central. Claiming to be an American is not, I repeat, claiming to be an American is not a claim of a national identity, American people. The people who are in the occupation of the land are from Europe and hold various nationalities of the European continent, Italian, Spaniards, etc., okay? They are not Americans either. The people who subscribe to being Negroes or corporate fictitious beings, meaning y'all really don't exist if that's what y'all want to be called and if that's the title y'all think when y'all sign a birth certificate. Y'all don't exist to them. Are descendants of those who were the target in the Inquisition and usurpation of the people and the already established Republican government as stated in the Constitution and the Pledge of Allegiance, and to the Republic for which it stands, okay? The Constitution was written as an agreement or contract for the European colonists to do business here, white people to do business here with the Indians who were also from Africa. Do your research. They are the occupiers of the land who created the U.S., United States democracy. Those citizens of the United States democracy derive their authority out of the North American Republic Constitution. They took and still take an oath to hold it, to get it into the seats of power. Your seats, black mothers, okay? Then they immediately begin to violate it, disrespect us, take over our children, incarcerate our children, beat our children. The same thing that they've been doing since the beginning of time. Why? Because we're allowing it to happen. Keep up. Keep up. The American democracy has no authority to enforce laws or to amend the Constitution or create voting rights to any people or any other nation of people, which is what they go across the globe doing by way of creating wars. They do it anyway through wars, okay? They can and do create contracts that can give them authority that you agree to or not to. One lack of claim and lack of understanding and knowledge, which is your power, in most cases is because one is not aware. Wake up. Not because they want to be in this status. Thereby, the people are allowing the violation of their inalienable and unalienable birthrights. Upon having knowledge, it is imperative that one takes civic responsibility and begin to act responsibly and civically, okay? Those who don't claim their nationality, which is derived from their mother, are subject to many mistreatments, okay? Therefore, the international and universal documents were written as a clue to help and protect the usurper people of the Americas, but only they can make their own claim. No one can do that for them. Within both the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Declaration of the Rights of the Child, it states the mother determines what is best for the child. It also states the rights of the child. Principle 3, the child shall be entitled from birth to a name and nationality. Yet the occupiers of this land have great adversity to anyone who attempts to claim their nationality. They kill the shit out you, okay? Nationality is the key to freedom from institutionalized slavery. They created the birth certificate bond so that they can uphold institutionalized slavery and gain economic power. So, of course, when you sign a birth certificate, you're empowering them as you waive your rights and your child's rights to freedom by placing them in direct ownership to the corporate slaveholders, the white American Republic. And so, for which they stand. And so, the fact remains that the birth certificate is a bondage instrument. It is a bond wherein your child immediately becomes awarded to state complete with your signature. Ward is another word for ownership. Ownership is another word for slaveship. The state then has the right to determine what is best for your child, and the child is held in institutionalized slavery. Yet the mother has the right to or not to sign. She shall redeem humanity. Take a stand. Especially you black woman. Take a stand.